Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to Tootie Talk Sense. Come on in, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Grab you something to drink, and come on, y'all, let's discuss.
Straight from the shy, spitting truth, no halt. Tootie Talk Sense, keep the culture on vault. Politics, humor, mix it raw in the stew. Breaking down the news like she's slicing a cube. Come on, y'all, let's discuss, that's the frame. Dropping hitters, Tootie's putting lames to shame. Hilarious for real, got the nation on the buzz. Got them tuning in like they addicted to the love. She the queen of the trends, no fake, no frauds. Unpacking every topic, flipping all the odds. From city lights sparking to the Capitol walls. Tootie got the mic, they just stalling in the hall. She a vibe, make Chicago proud on the route. Windy City wit, knocking all the clout out. Raw but so rich, intellect on the brim. Swimming through the chaos, never decrease the dim. Come on, y'all, let's discuss, that's the frame. Breaking it down, keep it sharp like a blade. Hilarious for real, got the nation on the buzz. Tootie Talk Sense, spreading heat like the sun. Kanye level antics, nah, she's supreme. Stitching words together like a courtroom dream. Politics on canvas, brush strokes vivid. Tootie's broad vision turning limits to liquid.
Now, y'all, today we're going to talk about Tory Lanez getting all, Tory Lanez getting shanked up in the jail. We're going to talk about Chris Brown getting arrested and getting released, and Remy Ma and the Clareesa and Papoose situation. And we're going to do a little of Trump, but since we're talking about entertainment, we're going to keep it on entertainment when he's talking about getting the DOJ to investigate Beyonce, baby. Not the Beyonce, not to the B to the E to the YONCE. Okay, yeah. So first, let me update y'all. Y'all, this week, I hadn't put out any videos because I had recorded day 4 through day 7 of the P. Diddy trial. And I had technical issues. Like I couldn't get the video to upload. Not even to upload. Once I record everything, then it would just stop. It wouldn't play back. And so I had hours of recording. And we'll see with this video, y'all. But hopefully I had to reformat my SD card. And hopefully it's going to work. So I don't even know. I know a lot of P. Diddy content is out there. I don't even know if y'all want me to go through that trial since it's behind. But if so, then y'all will see me, drop down in comments. Let me know if y'all want me to go through day 4 through day 7. And it'll be behind because now starting tomorrow, I believe they're on day 8. It's either day 8 or 9. But y'all, that's just what it is. I haven't been lazy. I haven't forgot about y'all. I just been having technical issues where I couldn't get the camera to work and the video to replay and couldn't edit nothing. So hopefully that's all fixed and we're going to continue on. First, y'all, let's talk about Tory Lanez. Y'all know Tory Lanez had got stabbed, I want to say 14 times. And as y'all know, Tory Lanez is in jail serving 10 years for disarming a firearm and hitting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. Now, you could say it ricocheted. Some people still out here not even believing it. I'm not one of them people. Okay? He did it. He did it. He was found guilty. He was sentenced to 10 years. Now, I am of the belief that I don't think he meant to pow her in the foot. But you drinking and you on a power trip and you get into it with this woman and you want to sit there and play with a firearm, and she did get powed in the foot, then it's consequences. Now I know some people are out here wanting him to Trump to pardon him. There's some people who want a new trial because her best friend, if you know the story, Tory Lanez had slept with, well, I don't even know if they slept with, I'm assuming they slept together, but was messing around with Megan friend Kelsey, Megan's best friend Kelsey. And that's why a lot of people had a problem with the situation, because Kelsey had left or went away somewhere. But anyway, Megan ended up messing with Tory after her best friend messed with her. And they was like, it's a betrayal of your best friend. Which I do believe it's a betrayal of your best friend. But at the same time, that doesn't cause for a pow in the foot. Now, it ain't like he did it because you betrayed your best friend. I mean, no, he betrayed the girl too. So anyway, so he's in jail serving 10 years for that. Now, while he's in jail, he got into an altercation and he got stabbed up, I want to say a total of 14 times. And when I first heard the story, yeah, I was like, oh, this is planned. This is so planned, because they got that campaign to get him out. That this is planned, that they want to put it on the media, that they want to go back to court saying how dangerous it is and how he needs to be released. And that's what I initially thought. But then when it came out that he got stabbed for 14 times and someone was in the head, I was like, I don't know if that's planned. But two, I would need to see the records. How deep was the cuts? Because the man who did it has a life sentence. So that'll be easy to like, hey, you ain't gonna get no more time. You already got life. They can do life plus 30, but life is life. So I'm gonna, I'll take care of your little family, put some money on your books and everything. I'm gonna just need you, to stab me up. But don't go too deep. I don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? But it needs to be the appearance of that this was real. If y'all could go and say that he didn't do it after the trial and all the evidence, I can say that this was set up, okay?
Go on, man. Jesus. Don't forget, stay to the side and don't go too deep.
Yeah, let me read this TMZ. This is a TMZ story. It says Tory Lanez, suspected stabber, thought Tory Lanez wanted to unalive him prior to the stabbing. See, this is another thing. Him and this guy was friends, but he thought that Tory Lanez somehow wanted to unalive him. So he was like, I got to get you before you get me, because somebody gonna get gat and they ain't the one getting the gatting. So let me see. The man prison official said stabbed Tory Lanez multiple times, said he thought the rapper was coming to take his life, claiming Tory put a price on his head and he simply acted in self-defense. We had a prison phone call with Satino Casino. And y'all know one thing's for certain, two things for sure. I'm gonna mispronunciate somebody's name. So who was already serving a life sentence when the Tory attack went down. And while not denying the stabbing, he says it's not as simple as some might think. Casino told us he heard rumors through the prison grapevine that Tory had a bounty on him. And shortly after, Casino ran into him and he thought he saw a suspicious lump in Tory's pocket. He says he thought it was a weapon, so he jumped him, hit him, and stabbed him 14 times. Yet Casino claims he wasn't trying to kill him. Right, because Casino, man, he probably like, it is not Casino because there's no N nowhere in that man's name. Casio is what I would say. But he's probably like, I only stabbed him 14 times. I want to kill him. I would have did 16. But I only did 14. So I ain't trying to. He told us the whole situation is unexpected because he and Tory used to be cool, having a decent relationship while they live in neighborhooding cells at California Correctional Institution. What is this man's first name? Because I'm gonna keep messing up his Centino. Okay. He told us the whole situation. Oh, Let me go. Because Satino also said he didn't walk away from the incident scot-free, claiming he ended up with a stab wound in his leg, which is why he believed Tory had a weapon. I mean, I ain't gonna necessarily agree with that. It's possible Tory had a weapon, or it's possible in your frenzy of that 14 times you may have stabbed yourself, because that happens a lot. As as for whether he regret his action, Casino sound a bit contrite, but he's definitely not fully apologizing. Tory was stabbed 7 times in the back, 4 times in the torso, and 3 times in the head earlier this month. He was rushed to the local hospital for treatment, but has since been returned to prison. Many have shown support for Tory in the aftermath of the stabbing, including Drake Representative Anna Luna, who asked California Governor Gavin Newsom to pardon Tory for the 2022 Megan Thee Stallion firearm discharging that landed him in prison. Tory legal team tells us the recent attempt on his life was savage and ferocious, underscoring the clear and present danger he faces while incarcerated. Any claim to the contrary, particularly from an individual serving a life sentence for heinous crimes, is not only baseless, but an absurd fabrication. They also maintain Tory innocence, said his continued confinement is both a miscarriage of justice and a threat to his safety. He must be released. Y'all let me know. It's crazy when celebrities go in jail and then they talk about the conditions in jail. Yeah, it's jail. It's jail. Yeah. Those are the conditions in jail. It's very dangerous in jail. Probably why you shouldn't shoot nobody and shoot in the foot, say dance, bitch, and so you won't end up in jail. Because they may make you dance, bitch, up in there. Now, I'm not saying it's right that Tory Lanez got stabbed up. That's it for that story. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that story. I'm not even laughing at that the man got stabbed. I'm laughing how the lawyers try to come with these conditions in jail. And the conditions in jail does need to be changed. And, go out there and talk to the representatives and hopefully it could get changed for everyone that's up in there, not just the celebrities, because I feel like there should be punishment when you're in jail. Yeah, jail should be punishment, but I don't know, because this would be ignorant, but because certain crimes, the ones against the kids, unaliving the people and stuff like I know it ain't supposed to be cruel and unusual punishment, but I don't know if I want my tax money spent on some making a prison better for people like that. But I don't know, because it's very deep. Because what if it's a non-violent crime for the people that's in there? They're in there with those same other people. So how would you fix it and be like, oh, well, here's the solution. Fix the non-violent, fix the non-violent division. Let the other one just, suffer. That's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. Okay, drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that story about Tory Lanez and his and the man said, do you think that Tory Lanez had put the bounty on that man's head, or this man is just making up something to excuse his behavior? Because he got life. What more can they give him? I don't even know. Maybe they're gonna put him in a hole for some months, and that's because what more of a punishment can you give somebody who got life? The unaliving sentence. I don't. Y'all, let's move on to another woman beat. Let's move on to the next story. Let's talk about Chris Brown. Y'all know Chris Brown It was reported, let me read this article, because if I'm not mistaken, he got arrested because he had hit somebody in the head at the club when he was over there last year. I think this was London that he was at last year. He was in the UK, and he hit somebody in the head with the bottle, but he came on home. But when he went back over there for his tour, they said, bring that ass here, boy, and got his as soon as he went up over there. So let me read this. This is from Good Morning America. Chris Brown released from UK jail on $6.7 million bond. Brown has been released from a UK jail after posting bail of over $6 million. The Associated Press reported that a judge in London Southwark Court, Crown Court, ordered Chris Brown released on Wednesday on £5 million bail, about 6.7 million US dollars. Nearly a week after the R&B singer was arrested and taken into custody on a charge of grievously bodily harm with intent in connection to an alleged 2003 incident that took place in London, according to the London Metropolitan Police. The AP reported that Chris Brown, 36 years old, faced allegations that he beat music producer Abi with a bottle, seriously injuring him outside the Tape London nightclub 2 years ago. Brown was on tour at the time of the alleged incident and returned to the UK this month ahead of his latest Breezy Bowl World Tour, which is scheduled to kick off in the Netherlands and Germany in June before a UK leg that will stop in Manchester, London, and Birmingham. Brown release means his world tour can continue as long as the bail is paid to guarantee his future appearances in court. Brown was initially scheduled to make a court appearance on June 13th and would have missed at least 3 tour dates if he had held into that time. That's how it reads. But I'm assuming that if he was held into that time, he would have missed 3 tour dates. Abi, also known as Hoodie Baby, has also been charged along with Brown. The Metropolitan Police said the 38-year-old is charged with inflicting grievous bodily harm with intent in relation to the same case. It is not known whether that's y'all Omulu. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. That's Hoodie Baby. I said Abi. Abi is the man who they beat in the head with the bottle, allegedly. So the rapper Hoodie Baby is also charged with Chris Brown. It's not known if Hoodie Baby was released from jail or not. Neither Hoodie Baby or Brown has entered a plea. They are both ordered on Wednesday to appear in court June 20th. Abi, who's the one they hit in the head with the bottle, allegedly, previously filed a lawsuit in October 2023 in Los Angeles against Brown and Hoodie Baby, as well as Live Nation Worldwide, Live Nation Entertainments, RCA Records, Sony Corporations of America, Sony Music, alleging Brown brutally assaulted him at the Tape London nightclub on February 19th that year. While Brown was traveling for his 2023 Under the Influence tour, promoted by Live Nations in the United Kingdom. Abi claims in a lawsuit that Brown allegedly inflicted severe and lasting injuries on him with a large bottle of tequila by allegedly beating him over the head with crushing blows and ruthlessly stomping him for approximately 30 seconds. Brown has not responded to the case publicly. The lawsuit remains open with the next hearing scheduled for June 2026 in Los Angeles and Santa Monica, California. Damn, why is it always next year? London is out here taking care of business. They said, no, you finna come next month. Not Chicago. The US, California, the court date ain't all the way until next year. He filed this in 2023. So that's 3 years. Jesus. Brown has had multiple run-ins with law enforcement over the years. Most notably, the singer pled guilty to felony assault of his then girlfriend Rihanna in 2009. He was ordered to rehab, but was later kicked out of the rehab facility and spent over 2 months in the Los Angeles County Jail before he was released in June 2014. As the AP reported, Associate Press reported at the time, Brown probation in that case lasted until 2015. Baby, they sent him to rehab, and he was like, no, no, no. He did the Amy Winehouse on them. You try to make me go to rehab. I said, no, no, no. He got kicked out of rehab. Okay, ABC News have reached out to Brown and Hoodie representatives for comments. I guess they didn't comment back. They said no, no, thank you. What y'all think of the Chris Brown case? Because you know Chris Brown had been alleged to, put them hands on women that he was messing around with. But I think the only one that he was arrested for is Rihanna. I don't know about the other one. Was it Carucci or somebody else that alleged that he was hitting on him? But I don't know if charges anything was ever pressed on him about those cases. I say I like Chris Brown, but I can't support the behavior. I don't support any person who hits your woman. Sorry, that's just me personally. Okay. And then besides that, you out here beating people with tequila bottle. First off, you don't waste liquor like that. I am adamantly against liquor abuse. Yes, I said abuse. Okay, you don't just you better hope the bottle was empty. Because why is you sitting up here beating this man with a tequila bottle? Somebody need that for a margarita. What is you doing? And then stomping him out. I said, you is a star. Why is you out here street fighting? Leave the hood in the hood. Okay? Or the trailer park or wherever. You got money for this stuff. Why would you even do it personally? I know sometimes you get hot-headed. Maybe they need to order him to anger management. Because the rehab, you got kicked out of rehab. I don't know. The story didn't say why. But he got kicked out of rehab. Sounds like you need some anger management. Maybe they need to order him today. I wonder what the UK penalty is for that case. If y'all know, drop down in the comments. I don't even know what the penalty is. Let me see. Maybe I can look it up. What is the UK penalty for Chris Brown? Grievously bodily harm. Let's see. I would say it varies depending on the intent and circumstances of the offense. It typically range. Okay, Section 18 involve causing serious harm with the intentions to do so. The max sentence could be life. It typically ranges from 3 to 16 years. Section 20 involves seriously harm without the specific intent to do so. The max sentence is 5 years, but it can increase to 7 if the offense is aggravated. Sentences factors is the severity of the injury, the use of a weapon, the defendant previous convictions, and the defendant guilty plea can all influence the sentence. So It depends. I don't know if they charged them with Section 18 or with Section 20, because Section 18 seems like the minimum is 3 and the max is 16. And Section 20, the max is 5. So, y'all, I will hope that, because Chris Brown is very talented to me. And he ain't bad on the eyes, as the old people say. So I will hope that this man, because I would call him a young man, but he's in his 30s now. But I will hope that he go out there and get some counseling, and so he could continue to make music and be an entertainer. We don't need another thug. It's enough of them in the streets, okay? Make that music, do their residuals and stuff. Get your residuals. Yeah, let's move on to this next story. Yep, like the video as you come in. If you're just coming in, like the video. So let's talk about the Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clareesa Shields. Y'all know Clareesa Shields is that fighter. Remember, and I did a video about it. It was a year ago, maybe, that Remy Ma, it was rumors that Remy Ma was messing around with one of the battle rappers that she was, I want to say signed to, because I know she was doing a TV show. It was a battle rapper up under her. So I want to say signed to, but she was messing around with him, and it was alleged that Papoose had found out and knocked his ass out, right? And so, but that was all alleged. It was being talked about, rumor mills and things like that. But it wasn't confirmed. Then Remy Ma had found, y'all, you cheating men, y'all be doing the most dumbest. It seemed like Papoose had went to sleep and had that phone in his hand. Remy Ma went through the phone, seen the messages between him and Clareesa, and had posted them. It was talking about, why y'all want to talk about me and my cheating. He been cheating, and this ain't the first time, and blah, blah, blah. So that came out. It blew over. People stopped talking about it. Now, Remy Ma then went out, and I thought it was her who started this again, because I started seeing posts of Remy Ma was talking about Clareesa Shields. But what actually happened, it started from Clareesa Shields doing a Breakfast Club interview, and they asked her about the drama, and her response to me was not bad. And to me, at first I said, when it came out that Remy Ma was cheating, and then when it came out Papoose was cheating, right? And everybody was like, well, Remy Ma so wrong for cheating. Papoose held her down in jail and stuff. I said, I need to know the whole story before I can't come down on this woman. I'm not going to come down on this black woman like that. I don't know what's in their thing. He probably didn't cheated before, and it's her payback. I don't know their life. I don't know what goes on. I'm not finna come down on this woman. But I like Remy Ma might be the problem, yeah. I hate to say it, because I love to defend us. But let me tell y'all. Let me read the article so y'all can see the storyline. Let's see. Oh, wait. That one wasn't it. Where is it? That's Tory. That's this one is Chris Brown. I think it's this one. Okay, yeah. This from XXL magazine. So Remy Ma and Papoose are back beefing over Pap's new boo, boxer Clareesa Shields, cheating claims and ghostwriting allegations. Remy Ma and Papoose marital drama is making headlines again after Remy Ma took exception to Pap's new boo, Clareesa Shields, mentioned her during a recent interview. On Wednesday, May 21st, Shields appeared on the Breakfast Club, where she talked about her career, upcoming fight, and more. During the sit-down, she was asked about her relationship with Papoose and the public drama with Remy Ma last December. So it wasn't even a year. It was last December. Shields revealed she has yet to talk to Remy Ma. She'll said she made her post, and that was about it. She'll said around the 32-minute mark of the interview, women are women. They are very emotional creatures. I think that was just, I don't know what it was, emotions, or I don't know what it was, because I don't know her and she don't know me. So then Remy Ma seen the interview, and Remy Ma responded on Thursday. Remy Ma responded to being referenced by Shield in a video shared on social media. She claims she is not holding back Papoose from finalizing their divorce. She said, Remy Ma, this is Remy Ma. The man I married in 2008 is not who this is now, Remy said. Now he's a wife. Did she call this man a wife? In reference to Shield, Remy said she would have avoided the topic during the Breakfast Club interview. I don't care who brought it up. It's nothing for you to be like, I don't want to talk about that. So that's what Remy Ma saying, that she feel like Clareesa shouldn't even respond. But this was the point. This is one of the point where I feel like Remy Ma is wrong, because that woman is grown. You can't tell that woman how she should answer an interview, and you could say you feel like she should have said that, but she didn't say anything bad besides you being emotional, and you being emotional is not a bad thing. That's your husband, and y'all marriage, and y'all got kids together. Of course you're gonna be emotional about it. So it wasn't like she said that bitch, said that bitch was just jealous and hating and mad at me because her man chose me over blah blah blah. So like, I also feel like Clareesa should be married, messing with a married man. Now, she say they going through a divorce and they was going through a separation at that time. I think Remy Ma saying that they wasn't. I don't know. But if Clareesa Shields messing with a married man, then I mean, like I said, y'all mistress nowadays. Yeah, I don't know y'all plays, but it ain't. Clareesa Shields is not the one who came out publicly with it. Remy Ma is. So hey, now, the same day, Papoose spoke out and called out Remy Ma for her infidelities. He said in 2022, she started dealing with the lame, referencing Remy Ma's new man, battle rapper, Easy the Block Captain. That wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I caught her cheating several times since she's been home. Pop went on to claim he wrote 90% of Remy's rhymes, including her hit songs, Conceited. I'm conceited. I got a reason. He also shared documents showing he filed for divorce following Remy's request that he get a lawyer so they could proceed with finalizing their split. Remy clapped back on IG Live a short time later. She said, anytime yo come up, mentions me, says anything or do anything I don't like, I'ma drag you. Remy says, and every time you bring your little girly self up here and say something, I'm gonna drag you every time, Willie. Not Willie. Did she go on first name basis? Oh, shit is serious when you call you back first name. Now, I don't know how she ain't include the middle name, because you know when you're in trouble with your parents and they call you by your middle name. That's when you know you didn't did some shit. But she didn't call him Pap. She didn't call him Papoose. She said Willie. Ugh. Let's see. And then this is the video of Remy Ma talking.
Unfortunately, due to circumstances, I can't just move how I want to. I'm not just going to be moving around here knowing that there's paperwork that needs to be signed. Let's be very, very clear. Very clear. I am not holding nobody.
Okay, D.
Listen, I am not holding anybody. I'm not that girl. I'm not. I'm not the girl that's gonna hang on to somebody that doesn't want to be held on to. I'm not the girl that's gonna wait while you trying to finish whatever you're doing. That ain't me. That would never be me. I'm out. I'm out. I have told. I've told Papoose. I told them, why don't you tell us that? Why don't you tell your current come up? 'Cause that's what it is. Tell your current come up. Don't say nothing about me. Maybe not even say nothing about you until shit is what it is. I'm in here on my TVs. You know, me and my daughter, we have the same name. She looks at everything. I'm in here putting certain things in so that when she's scrolling through YouTube, certain things don't come up, and I gotta try to explain to her. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything extra. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to prove to nobody who I'm with or what I'm doing. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. Like, nobody shouldn't have any ill will towards me because I ain't do nothing to nobody.
Now, this video is 15 minutes and 29 seconds. So I'm not going to play the whole thing. But y'all go watch and see what Remy Ma had to say. And then I see the Shade Room got a post up that says Papoose alleges that he called Remy Ma cheating on him more than once. She's been straight miserable. That's it.
Also, she want to talk about all of this money talk and all of this, and what I don't got and what I got. Since I met her, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth. And with me saying that, I want to say this to y'all. Anyone who has an iPhone, you know how iPhones work. When I was younger, I used to be able to write rhymes in my head, create rhymes in my head, and remember them. Just like that. As time went on, I got a little older, I started to write rhymes in my email draft. Now, if you have an iPhone, you go in your email draft. If anybody come around me and we're in the flesh next to each other, I can type in any word from one of her songs and her entire rap will come up. The entire verse will come up. I never asked for a penny. I never asked for credit. She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all said it. Y'all said it numerous times. Oh, we know that's Pat behind that pen. Did I ever agree with y'all? Did I ever put it out there?
That is true. People have been saying for years that Papoose was writing Remy Ma stuff. Now, if he is claiming that he is. He said, y'all been right for years, but that was my wife. It's still your wife, like right now. Y'all going through a divorce, but it's still your wife right now. If she didn't bring up or say, I haven't watched the 15 minutes yet, but if she ain't say anything in there about he not helping her, that he didn't write shit, like then that's you just bringing up this information out to the public. So you seem a little mad right now. Just like I said, Remy was wrong for coming and say something about that interview. He wrong for coming to bring up this ghostwriting things. Unless you finna take her to court and trying to sue her for you want the credit and now you want the money. Why are you bringing this up? But we gonna see y'all because all she gotta do is drop some new music and see if it's comparable to the last stuff she wrote, and then be like, he wrote for who? And let your new music. And then with this beef going on, people gonna want to hear new music. Yeah, this is the time to do it. Drop it. Because what's that last one? I think she was into it with who? Nicki Minaj, and that last beef song, baby, ate her up. And then Papoose posted that he filed for divorce, and he put a screenshot of that on there. And then he show now I'm finna play this. This is Remy, my new guy, Captain, what's his name? Easy from, what is it? Yeah. Easy the block captain, who said Remy Ma is claiming that he was trying to blackmail him. Not Remy Ma. Papoose is claiming that Remy Ma new boo was trying to blackmail Papoose.
This is the lane saying that he's holding stuff over her head.
Want to go with that, but you're right though. That anything can happen. Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of it. That shit gonna blow whatever I say is gonna go. I'm talking about when I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like the only reason why it's spark is because you did all these shit.
Let me play this again. Can y'all hear the audio? Let me play it again.
Yeah, wrong. So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that. But you're right, though. That anything can happen. Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of it. That shit gonna blow whatever I say is gonna go. I'm talking about when I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like the only reason why it's spark is because
Now bear witness to this. You just heard this lane who she was dealing with since 2022 say in his own voice, I got videos and pictures of us. That's going to go whenever I say so. I don't care if she go back to him. This cheating.
Okay, let me see. Now there's another Remy Ma. Go back.
People don't understand. Turn that camera on, ugly, and tell your lies. Don't type your lies. Tell them. Speak. While people talking to you, you read the comments. You can't keep up with them if you do that, right? I'll wait. Because I've been sitting by my phone all day because I know you can't take the L. You can't take the public people not on your.
So this is a post. Remy Ma said, like I said, all Papoose care about is what y'all think of him. I knew he was coming on here like the emotional girl he is, and I've been waiting. I would listen to only Papoose music 24/7 for the rest of my life before I go back with Bozo. Sad bar. And you hadn't taken my daughter to or from school since last year, but that's allegedly why you got a place so close to my crib. LOL. Double sidebar. Like I always tell you, if you miss me, just say that. No need to start an unnecessary fight.
You can't take that, right? Every time you come up, mentions me, says anything, or do anything that I don't like, every time your current come up situation, I'ma drag you. And every time you bring your little girly self on here and saying something, I'ma drag you. Every time, Willie. I'm gonna drag you every time, Willie. Every time. I was just trying to get back with you yesterday. Get back with what? Get back with what? Why the f you trying to get back with you, sir? Stop lying to these people. Did y'all look at the date on that file? Oh, it's so easy to file. He filed that today. He filed this today. Who gave you the money? They gave you the money. You should be paid. Look at me. Doing your favors again. I got y'all lit. All the blogs pick y'all up. You can use all my perks, all my front row perks, all my jewelry perks, all my jacket perks. Y'all lit. I got y'all lit. Okay. And look at me again. Still doing your favors. I got your lawyer retained. Look at him. Look at him over there. Emotional. You're an emotional creature. Men are emotional creatures. You know, I have no ill will towards you, Papoose. Men are just emotional creatures. You over there on your little Instagram page where I helped you get all your little followers. Oh, I was trying to get back here. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Here's my phone right here. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Let's go to my messages. Let's go. Let's flip this real quick. This is my messages. Look what he saved as. Bozo. Let's scroll down. Let's go to yesterday. This is yesterday. Let's go up. Let, look at me and my friend. Sending me pictures of the baby. My daughter's asleep. This is Tuesday. My daughter's asleep at 11:18. My daughter's asleep. She's asleep. This she's asleep. This is the other day. This is the other day. Everything's fine, right? Ain't no issues. You ain't telling you sending those type of texts at 11 Sunday night, right? Okay, what I said, leave my baby alone. She should be thanking me. That's it. Everything he got yesterday at 10:59. Can you send me your lawyer's name and number? Just call my lawyer again. Like I told you, you have not retained or paid her. Tell Clarence to pay it. He will do it. I'm on hold. We'll be speaking to my lawyer shortly. I have no clue who that is. Spoke to my lawyer. We are meeting Saturday. Then we'll be ready for mediation. My lawyer just spoke to the person you said was your lawyer, and she stated she still hasn't been retained, and that you should reach out. That should reach out to you. I'm tired of y'all playing public image games with me, and I'm being the bigger person, not playing back. I tried to be nice, but you played in my face. Garbage day is tomorrow, which is today. All things not belonging to me and my daughter will be on the curb tonight. I've been storing it for over 6 months. That's over 2. I spoke to my attorney again. She did not speak to your attorney since her and I spoke. We are meeting Saturday, which is the soonest her schedule allows. After that, we will be ready to proceed. The graduation is June 6th, right? No, it's June 5th. Stupid. Get back what you win.
Yeah, also, I'm not gonna continue with the rest of the videos, but they've been going back and forth, back and forth. Now I feel like with a marriage and when kids involved and things like that, things can get messy. I do think those two loved each other because I seen it was a magazine who wrote an article about this. And they put into quotes black love. And this was the black love couple. I said, y'all be hating. What the y'all always talking about black people want to stay on race. What the hell that black love got to do with any doggone thing? Because these white celebrities out here breaking up too. Now it's messy because it's online. Should Breakfast Club? Well, I mean, it's Breakfast Club job to come with the mess. He said, just with the mess. I doubt if she the one who even asked the question. It's probably Envio messy ass. He won't be on that light skin shit. Yeah, but I mean, that's their job. And I feel like she answered in the way she could have said she had, I ain't got nothing to say about that situation, but it's her interview. She can answer the way that she wanted to. It's her prerogative. But calling Remy emotional, it could be a little shady. It could be taken as a little shady. So then Remy respond, and now all this is happening in between. Who do y'all think is right? Y'all think Remy is right? Do y'all think Remy is wrong? Do you think Clareesa Shields responds that when the Breakfast Club asks her, do you think it caused, well, was it worth all this beef? Should Remy have responded or should Remy have said nothing? Because it seems like what Remy is saying, like, I ain't talking about y'all, I ain't mentioning y'all, because I know the only way that y'all get popularity, get followers, if when we beef, and so I'm not gonna give you that pleasure. But now you mentioning, she didn't mention her name, but everybody know who she's talking about because they asked her about the beef. So now when you mentioning something, you could have just said nothing. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Clareesa got a fight coming. Because in one of Remy posts, she was saying like nobody even knows the date or who you fighting or nothing, but you on here talking about me. So so Remy feel like this may be a whole media stunt that y'all try to use me for media play. Now y'all know she's saying up in that Papoose is using Clareesa for Hermione. And I'm like, I don't know Papoose finances, but I'm like, I will tell you that he got a type because both of them is some strong looking women. Now, for me personally, I ain't gonna fight no Clarissa Shields. I done seen them matches. Baby, mm-mm. Get somebody else to do it. It's gonna be like Carissa's versus 100 women because we ain't finna just go fight her like that. No, Remy. No, we like your music. Don't you fight that lady. You let that lady go. Okay. Let her be. Let Papoose have. Let her talk on Breakfast Club. Let her do the interviews because if you don't respond, then it'll just be them talking. Now that's easier said than done, especially with me and my temper. My temper. Y'all know I'm a Gemini. It's Gemini season. You see the shirt? Hey, y'all see the shirt? Hey, Geminis. Now, this is just me talking. I ain't say I take my own advice. Okay, y'all. That's it for that. Don't forget to like the video. I keep have to remember to say it because I always forget. Now let's move on to this last story. Was this Trump trying to get the DOJ, the Department of Justice, to investigate Beyonce? So I said, Beehive, where y'all at? So President Trump said he plans to call for a major investigation into the celebrity endorsement that Kamala Harris received during the 2024 campaign, alleging without evidence that Bruce Springsteen, Oprah Winfrey, YouTube, Bono, and Beyonce were paid to publicly support the Democratic nominee. And what's the crazy part? Like, Doge, do y'all job. Because if the DOJ investigate this, spend our tax money investigating this, somebody in Doge need to get fired because y'all is not over here doing unnecessary government spending because this is a bunch of bullshit to me. Because if I'm not mistaken, even if she did do it, which the campaign says she did not, it's not illegal. So what would the Department of Justice go and investigate? It's not illegal. But let's continue, y'all. Representative of several of the entertainers targeted by Trump, all of whom have previously endorsed Democratic candidates for presidents, have rejected rumor they were paid to appear with Harris and back her campaign. Trump in a 1:34 a.m. post on Truth Social accused Harris of paying their endorsement under the guise of paying for entertainment in a desperate effort to artificially build up her sparse crowd. You is still on crowd sizes. Are we still talking about crowd sizes during the campaign? You won. Now I got to go back to Obama like crowd sizes.
Conspiracy theories. This weird obsession with crowd sizes.
He's worried about crowd sizes. What does it mean? Springsteen, Beyonce, and Winfrey each headline campaigns event for Harris. Bono, who is from Ireland, did not, nor did he publicly endorse Harrison for her candidacy. So how you gonna throw him in here? And he didn't even do a campaign event for Harris. But he was like, I don't care. That's the mad insane side of the Geminis now. That's what happened when you don't get your Gemini treated. You got to get that Gemini treated. I know I'm a Gemini. I had to get that Gemini treated. That other side, you got to talk to that other side and put that other side in counseling sometimes. Simmer it down. Calm down, Tootie. Calm down. This ain't about you. Go on in the background now. You take things too far. That's what he got to tell them. Trump, talk to your other twin because he out here wilding. Let's continue. It is not legal for these unpatriotic entertainers. This is just a corrupt and unlawful way to capitalize on a broken system, Trump said. Trump did not elaborate on the investigation he has in mind or what entity he wants to lead it. The Federal Election Commission does not have rules of prohibiting candidates from paying for endorsements. Trump followed up on his overnight social media with a sequential post at 9:11 a.m. singling out Beyonce with an unfounded claim involving the rally she hosted in October 2024 for Harris in Houston. Trump wrote that according to news report, He ain't say what news report, nothing. I'm gonna start doing that. According to news reports, and just cite some bullshit. He said, according to news report, Beyonce was paid $11 million to walk on a stage, quickly endorse Kamala, and walk off to loud booing for never have performed not even one song. But what's crazy is that he paid his daughter-in-law. It was some millions for coming out, and I think her saying like 2-3 sentences. But let's continue. According to news reports, let's continue with his rant. So she didn't perform that one song. Bruce Springsteen, Oprah, Bono, and perhaps many others have a lot of explaining to do, Trump said in his post. Man, this is in all capital letter, so I'm assuming he was yelling. A representative of Harris did not immediately respond to a request for comment. I wouldn't either, wasting my goddamn time. About this bullshit. It is unclear where Trump got the unsubstantiated $11 million figure. The Harris campaign last year rejected a rumor that it paid Beyonce $10 million. Oh, he didn't up it $1 million. Each year, I guess it go up $1 million because last year they said it was $10 million. And this year they saying $11 million. But last year when they said she paid $10 million for her endorsement, that the Harris campaign said she didn't. Beyonce, Springsteen, and Oprah each endorsed Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton in previous election, including the 2016 and 2020 races in which Trump was the Republican nominee. Bono has a long history of backing liberal causes. So he just lumped them in there. He said, I don't care. You going in there with them because I know you ain't got to be on that campaign, but I know you don't support me. So I'm coming after you too. The Harris campaign paid $165,000 to Beyonce production company Parkwood Production Media LLC, according to the finance record reported to the Federal Election Commission. 165. Where the fuck can we get $10 million from 165,000? The payment came about a month after the two appeared together at the Houston rally. Beyonce did not perform at the rally, but instead spoke about her support for Harris along with her Destiny Child group mate Kelly Rowland. Tina Knowles, the mother of Beyonce, pushed back about the $10 million rumor at the time, calling it false information and a lie in a post on Instagram. In fact, she actually paid for her own flights and her team's, Knowles said. So Beyonce mom like, not my daughter, bitch. You ain't finna come on here and lie on my daughter. She paid for her own flights and she paid for her employees that she took with her flight. So you know what you talking about before you come over here. That's what I'm assuming, because me as a mother, that's the way I would have said it. But yeah, she wrote a nice little post. Good job, Tina. See, that's when I had to check the Gemini. Don't you say that. Don't you say that. Just think about it. Write it as a post. Don't do a video because you know you can't control your mouth. So write it as a post. And then that's the other nice Gemini who would have wrote the post and been like, no, she paid for her own flights and her employee flights. So this rumor about $10 million is just straight lies. Good job, Tina. So Trump escalated his feud with Bruce Springsteen. The Harris campaign, which spent lavishly after raising more than $1 billion over just 107 days, paid $1 million to Harpo Production, the company Winfrey owned, after the television star hosted a town hall event for Harris that featured appearances from celebrities such as comedian Kid Rock, actress Julia Roberts, Meryl Streep, Ben Stiller, and Jennifer Lopez. The payments to Winfrey Production Company came in two $500,000 sums on October 15th of 2024. Winfrey said the money went to employees who put on the event, not to her personal. I did not take any personal fees, Oprah said in the video posted on Instagram. However, the people who worked on that production needs to be paid and were. End of story. Oprah like, I don't know who y'all. Ain't nobody out here working for free. So I didn't take no money because I got enough money. But the people who put on the production, the lights, camera, actions, the one who set up the stage and security, everybody got to get their money. And so the money went to pay my employees. Don't be making this fake ass story up about me. That's what Oprah said. In my words. So after Harris emerged as the 2024 Democratic nominee, Beyonce granted her campaign permission to use her song Freedom. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom. But Trump just mad because Isaac Hayes wouldn't let him use his daddy's song. Isaac Hayes Jr. wouldn't let them use their song. And he kept trying to come out on people's song. Every time the person didn't support that campaign, they would write, hey, we're going to sue your ass. You keep coming out on our song. And you just hate them. Check the hate. Haterade, okay? So anyway, Winfrey, a registered independent voter who previously endorsed Clinton and Obama, delivered a forceful case for Harrison during a primetime appearance at the Democratic National Convention in, Chicago. Trump focused on Springsteen comes after Trump lashed out at the rock icon after he condemned the president corrupt, incompetent, and treasonous administration during his first show at his British tour last week. Oh, that's why he going after Bruce, because Bruce said something about him at his show, and he like, uh. So Trump gonna say in a post, never liked him, never liked his music or his radical left politics, and importantly, he's not a talented guy. Trump said in May 6th post on Truth Social, just a pushes, obnoxious jerk who always supported crooked Joe Biden. That's Trump. That's Trump in entertainment. What y'all feel about the story? Out here coming after Bruce and Beyonce and Oprah. He said, I had to throw some some white people in that lineup because if I tell DOJ to just go after Oprah and Beyonce, people gonna see it. So what the fuck Bruce just say? Put his ass on there too. I don't know. I don't care. Put Bono on there. That's what 2 white, 2 black. It's equal. 2 white males, 2 black females. It's equal. Okay, y'all. That's all we have for today. Before I get out of here, let me know if y'all want me to record these days 4 through 8 and talk about this Diddy trial or not, because I know it's old, but like I said, I had problems with the video, so I would actually have to record everything again and then drop the video. So it will be late. Okay. I'm finna get up out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you haven't already, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye.